everyone, and good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining me here on WSAZ Plus. I'm Taylor Eaton. Glad to be with you this Thursday as we take a look at some of our big headlines of the evening. And we'll start off here with some brand new information that we have in on breaking news that we had earlier this evening. And forgive me, I'm going to have to look at my notes here as we talk about this one. We don't have video back in house just yet. Our reporter Luke Hamilton, he is following up on this story for us. And he has not arrived back to the station just yet, but we'll keep you posted with the latest information here at WSAZ Plus that we've learned in the meantime. He'll have a full report at 10 and 11. But what we've learned, a man taken to the hospital after a stabbing. Investigators tonight say they are still looking for the woman responsible. This all happening in the Roosevelt area of Mason County. According to the sheriff's office, the victim, he ended up at a store on Ripley Road. And investigators say that he had been stabbed right below his ear, that he was unconscious at the time. There were some bystanders that were there trying to help him when the first responders got on scene. Investigators saying that man was taken to the hospital for treatment, but they said once he arrived, there were some conflicting reports that were starting to come in. They were still talking to him this evening. So far, though, that woman has not been arrested. Her name has not been released to us at this time. Luke Hamilton will have a full report for you tonight at 10 and 11. Our next top story this evening, still following the ongoing search happening in Pomeroy, Ohio, along the Ohio River. Crews working to recover a woman's body after a story that we first told you about earlier this week. The details just incredibly sad of what happened here. Her car, her SUV, crashed into the icy waters. It was Tuesday night. That was breaking news for us at 10 and 11. Firefighters were able to rescue a little girl out of that SUV before it went under the water. But it was too late, unfortunately, for the woman that was in the driver's seat. Just yesterday evening, a dive team with the Franklin County Sheriff's Office arrived at the scene. That team able to get the SUV out of the river, but said they were not able to find the body of the driver that was involved in this. And they were back out there today with boats. They arrived this morning and they were on standby, weren't able to get on the river until about 1 o'clock. And even once they were able to get into the river, you see the conditions they're dealing with. Incredibly icy water still, even though we've had some warmer temperatures and some of that ice is kind of broken up, it's still creating some really tough conditions for those crews to be able to get out there safely to try to locate the body of this woman. But finally, as you see in the video, they were able to get out there this afternoon. Family members were told by our reporter Andrew Colgrove were back out there today. They were watching as this recovery operation got back underway. This situation now entering its third night, unfortunately, without a resolution for this family. It's just really, really tough details and really challenging situation for the first responders, but they have said they will not stop until they find the body of this woman. But so far, they've not been able to. We'll keep you updated on the search as they head back out tomorrow. Our next headline tonight, following a bus crash that happened today in Kanawha County, West Virginia. Thankfully, they said this was a minor crash and no students were hurt. But here's what we can share with you about what occurred here. Two of those buses crashing into each other, two Kanawha County school buses. Officials say one of those buses drifted backward at a light. They were at Greenbrier Street and Oak Ridge Drive and hit the other bus. Now, the students on board all were checked out by EMS, and thankfully all of them were okay, including the drivers of the buses. Neither of the buses had significant damage, and officials said they were drivable. So once they had the go-ahead, they were able to take those students on to school. Our next story that we're following here at WSAZ Plus tonight, fire happening today in Kanawha County. Here's the details we've learned on that. Destroyed by fire. It happened along Crampbrook Drive near Elkview in Kanawha County. This is video from the area today, and this shows you that house still smoking when our crew arrived on scene. Firefighters say thankfully no one was home when that fire started, but sadly some of the family pets didn't survive. There were 4 dogs inside that home that firefighters say unfortunately did not make it. No word on what caused that fire still this evening. It is right now under investigation. Infrastructure problems happening all over for us. Let me see here. Well, unfortunately, that's the video for the next story I'm going to talk about. So we'll just pull this one up here and we'll talk about it at WSAZ Plus. I'll share my notes with you and we'll pull up that so you know exactly what we're talking about. So a water main break, yes, we're talking about all sorts of infrastructure problems. Now that things are starting to warm up, we were so cold, it's just creating all sorts of problems for us. As of late, we've reported on water main break after water main break. There's now yet another one. A boil water advisory in effect right now in the Proctorville area of Lawrence County. And administrators saying the initial break was detected earlier this week and crews were back out working to repair those lines today. But the mayor says that advisory is still going to be in effect for some time. Couldn't tell us exactly when he thinks that will be lifted, but it's a big undertaking. They're currently working to fix that, so we'll keep you updated as soon as we hear that the all clear has been given. But right now, if you live in the Proctorville area, you are still under that boil water advisory. All right, now let me pull back up that video because this is what we need. So there we go. Now we're talking about some water issues still in Wayne, West Virginia. A boil water advisory, still in effect there as well. And this is so frustrating for customers because they dealt with water crisis issues for weeks on end. Now people in the town of Wayne are under a boil water advisory. Now, we first told you about this a couple of days ago, but we can share an update on what's happening to try to get customers back on so that they can use their water as normal. So Wayne Town Hall said that advisory is because of low tank levels after a water pump went out. Well, the mayor says they were able to take some samples, sent those off to the state lab today for some testing. He did tell us they are expecting those results should come in the morning, and that will give them a better understanding of the situation they're dealing with and what they need to do moving forward. So that boil water advisory, though, still in effect. There are still places set up in the area where you can go if you are in need of bottled water to get you by in the meantime. We do know some of those additional things that they had brought in, some of the laundry units, shower units. We did hear as of yesterday that there were still some of those available, but those results should be in the morning. We're going to reach back out to the mayor so that we can get you updates on what they're hearing. But right now, that boil water advisory is still in effect if you live in Wayne, if you are a customer of that district. So just be aware of that. Those are all of our top stories that we are following. We've got a whole lot more coming up for you at 10 and 11. I hope you will join us. Otherwise, though, remember, you can always get your headlines on WSAZ Plus anytime you need them. We're always here throughout the day. We've got a full slate of stuff ahead for you tomorrow. And as always, I will rejoin you at 9 o'clock with a look at all of those big stories that we're following. For now, I'm Taylor Eaton. Appreciate you watching here at WSAZ Plus. That'll do it. I'll see you at 10 and 11, and I hope you all have a great Friday ahead, and I'll see you back here for more headlines, same time, same place tomorrow.